Are we live?
Yeah. Hold on.
What just happened? Hey! We're live, guys.
We're live. Hey.
Welcome. You don't start the show by taking your clothes
Well, I want
off.
to know what
This is not that kind of show. Welcome, everybody, to Enter the Bunker podcast. Fun challenges empowering you, the people, to survive and thrive in today's world.
Oh, I did really good at that the other day when you weren't here.
What did you do?
You're saying, Bailey's like, do you think you can do it? I'm like, no, I can't do that. And then all of a sudden it just came out, and I said the exact words you did, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we should go rewatch it.
Good. And that's what everybody here should be talking about, the fun challenges to empower everybody, because in today's world, we need to empower everyone to survive and thrive.
We do.
That's what we have to do, and that's what you do when you enter the bunker. So, let's do this.
So let's say hi to some of our chat
Hi to
on
the
this
chat.
wonderful Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. So, hello, Bruce and Emperor and Zach and Keemer and WW2 and Jacob and Chags and Bruce and Zach and Jewel and Kelsey and Cameron. If I don't say your name right, I'm sorry. Wasn't good in English, even though it's my first language. I was actually my worst subject in school, English.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That was my
You
best.
should know that. You know my spelling.
Yeah, I actually saw that the other day. Yeah, so
Okay, but those were honest mistakes. I actually knew those words.
Yeah, English was something I was really good at when I was
Math,
yeah.
I was good at.
You were good at math?
I was good
So
at
I was
math.
the opposite. I was terrible at math. Yeah, I struggled with math a lot.
Yeah, no, I struggled with English big time.
Yeah, there you go.
I never knew the difference between the three theirs. I do now.
The three what?
Theirs, like there, THEY''RE.
Oh, okay.
You know those ones.
Yeah.
I do now, but I couldn't wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
Writing an essay in school. Anyways, so what if Kelly and Jon swapped chairs? No. Why would we do that? He was actually given this chair first, but this chair is actually skinnier, and I figured that my butt would fit in it better than his, so I swapped it.
Don't know if I should be offended right now.
Well, I just feel it.
Well, again, don't know if I should feel offended right now.
Don't feel offended. It's Friday.
My big ass. Yeah. No, I'm fine. I live
I
with
think
it.
you like that chair better anyways.
Well, look at it. It's got the big overarching thing. Like
I have a head pillow.
I feel more like a king in this. Like it feels really like
I know, I feel like a queen.
I understand why gamers like these kind of chairs because they got this like just I mean I don't
I feel
think
like
this
they hug you.
this does yeah, it doesn't really do anything, but it's there and you
Yeah.
kind of feel it's the sensory feeling you get from just being in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
All right. So, producers, what are we doing on this podcast today?
I think you should start by just kind of going over
We both have wings, the chat says.
We both have wings? Yes, we do, Bruce. So this week,
What happened this week?
it was a busy week.
Crazy week.
I feel like I've been all over the place and just kind of making these little, like in my own life, like at home, I'll go upstairs to grab something and I get up there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forget what I got up here. Like that's just the kind of week it's been for me. But work week, it's also been hectic, been all over the place. You actually missed Wednesday's show.
I missed
So
Wednesday's
I had to
show.
do that solo.
Sorry, guys.
And I actually was really good at Speech Jammer.
Yeah, I heard. And
Yes.
so it made the show super boring.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So,
But Bailey, on the other hand, that was funny.
yeah.
Yeah. What else do you want us to talk about the week?
I won't,
You talk.
just so everybody knows, I decided not to fire them for what they did on Wednesday. So it's
Well,
all
that's
good.
good.
Yeah, I heard that they
I wouldn't have got fired anyways.
I heard it was so bad. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it was only get fired only if you lost, and where I won, I don't technically get to get fired. Although Bailey, on the other hand, yeah, you let her keep hers. We couldn't do it without her, honestly. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll let her stay.
Yeah. Good job, everybody. Good job.
All right. So anything else? Oh yeah, Tuesday.
Tuesday
Sorry guys,
was
it's been a
interesting.
week.
So
I know.
Tuesday we went to open the safe, or try to open the safe, and we had a special guest join us.
We did.
From CBC.
Yes.
Yeah, so CBC was here.
Brett.
Brett from CBC joined us on Tuesday. He got a small tour, and then he spent some time trying to open the safe himself.
Yeah, that was fun. He told me I make
Yeah.
it look easier than what it is because I was coaching him through it on how to turn it, and he was like,
Yeah, it's not an easy safe to open.
Yeah.
And so CBC was there. There was this man in a suit that showed up and was in the stream.
Yeah.
So he's been spotted around the bunker a few times now.
He has.
But he joined us
Who lets him
that
in?
day. He looks safe.
Because I work the door, and I haven't seen him come in yet.
He
just
looks-
ends up in here.
He looks like a safe person. Like he did.
Yes, I don't-
Like I'm not worried about getting any kind of virus from that guy.
Yeah, that's
You know,
one
and I
truth.
don't think he's worried at all about anything. Like he can go through chemical or biological fallout, and
He'd
he'll
have no
be
care
fine.
in the world.
Yeah, no care in the world, and he's wandering the bunker.
Yeah.
So I think he is probably the most calm and collected person in this world today.
Really though, how could he not be? That outfit that he wears protects the crap out of him.
Yep. And so Tuesday was cool, and of course everybody had a good time on TikTok and on YouTube. We've been getting tons of subscribers since then.
We have.
Which is
Thank you,
really
guys.
fantastic. We really appreciate it. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And we've also we had to stop selling our alien shirts. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we're done.
We're
We
done.
are.
They're gone.
Alien shirts are gone.
We warned you so many times that they were going to disappear, and they're done. They're gone. The alien shirts are gone. The hidden alien is still in the lowest part of this bunker, and we will probably go back to visit him.
Yeah, he's never going anywhere.
So, but the shirts, the limited edition shirts, which only a number of people have managed to be able to get, are now gone. We are going to do another limited edition in the future, but we'll see what it's going to be. And you don't want to wait on those types of things. There's also been talk, I don't know if I should talk about this or not, but a lot of people have been talking lately about how we should reopen the bunker.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and that was something that came up this week too. So there's a little bit of discussion about that, but I don't know.
It's been a week. We'll talk more about it next
We'll
week.
talk more about it. And we've got
Put our
our,
feelers out there maybe and see.
yeah, I don't know, that guy that was wandering around, I'd be
Maybe
okay.
if we all wore those
Yeah,
and let
well-
people come in here.
Yeah, we could maybe, then I think everybody would be safe. Yeah.
Somebody said, what was the person in the suit doing? So for anybody that didn't watch Tuesday's stream, what kind of suit was it?
So that was a full-on Fallout suit. He had full mask that could be able to handle any kind of chemical or biological fallout.
Okay.
The hazmat suit also was military grade. So he'd be able to, yeah. So basically, if there's any kind of a war or where there's like, what do they do in this? What's happening in the States now? Riots.
Oh.
Yeah. Riots everywhere. Why do I say the States? Everywhere, worldwide.
Everywhere, yeah.
So that's the kind of outfit they would wear to be able to handle going into situations where they've gassed everybody and yeah.
They'd
and,
survive.
yeah, and so he's so set up, like there's no kind of virus or gas or anything that's going to bother him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be fine.
Kelsey wants a wrench by her name.
A wrench. Oh,
I think we can do that. She's.
we got a-
I
we
say
got a
she. I hope. Anyways, I think they've been part of our streams for a long, long time. So maybe we can do that today.
I don't know. Can we trust her
Give
to be
somebody
a
a
mod?
moderator.
Do you want to be a mod?
I
That's
have
what the
to
wrench is.
double check what permissions that moderators get, but I'll get there. I can give some viewers moderator. I just need to make sure that we don't give them too many permissions and it's
Right.
suddenly the Jonathan and Kelsey show.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the safe from the beginning for the people that don't know what we're talking about when we keep bringing up the safe and where we're at right now with the safe?
Still, we're nowheres. We know how to work it.
Okay, so there's $1,000 available to anybody who can give the correct code to open the safe. I'm offering $1,000, okay? There's a 3-digit number, not 4. A lot of you send us 3-digit numbers, or 4 digits, sorry.
Yeah.
But we need a 3-digit number to
Three.
3 double digits.
And the double digits can be 07.
Yeah. So 3 digits, we're trying to open the safe, and whoever gives us the winning combination will get $1,000 in Bitcoin from me. Yeah. You
That's
want to get the
exciting.
Bitcoin, trust me.
I do.
So what else? We are doing something else too. Sorry.
We've probably entered 400 to 500 codes.
Yeah,
already.
we've done about 500 codes already.
Yeah.
And so far, none of them have worked. we've streamed this maybe, how many times now?
4?
Four or
Maybe
5 times?
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. We've opened it up to the public to do it, and looks like we're getting a lot of submissions right now.
Yeah, but they're not even legit numbers. Can you stop?
So yeah, that the safe is still not open. Once we open it, we will find out what is inside. This thing got closed when the military was here, and then since then, nobody has opened it. We have checked with Department of Defense. We have checked with people who used to work here. We've checked with every possible source who had some kind of knowledge or understanding or access to that safe. Nobody has the combination, or under top secret, conditions, they won't tell us.
Right. And there has been like multiple reset codes. So there's like I think there's 20, 40, 60, 50, 25, 50. Like there's certain ones that
the military uses
right.
regularly for this kind of
and
stuff.
And we've tried all those. And
none of them
actually,
work.
We do have 2 vaults in the bunker, and one of them, they were set to default codes. We fixed them since because we don't want people using default codes. But yeah, they were set to default codes. So, but this one safe isn't.
This one isn't. There must be something very special in there.
I know.
Yeah, Brett asked me what I thought was in there, and I said, well, if you asked me today, I was hoping it'd be Bitcoin, but it predates Bitcoin. Unfortunately.
It does.
So it must be something even more valuable, which would be amazing, because I don't think there is anything more valuable.
No.
So
that's where we're at with the safe. And we'll be going live again.
Yeah.
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday is the day. We'll be
So if you want your safe combo, everybody that's entering their safe combo now, join us on Tuesday, because that's when we're going to be sitting down at the safe. We're not sitting at the safe right now. What do you want me to do? Write them down, run down and get it? Not happening today. But Tuesday we will.
Yep. You just join us in the YouTube channel, and we'll be taking submissions. All you got to do is subscribe and be one of our subscribers. When we take your number, you're good to go.
Yes.
Yep.
To give
$1,000
context
online.
to how big the bunker is, the safe isn't really that far away from where we are now in terms of the bunker, but it's still like a 3-minute walk from where we are.
Yeah.
So it really contextualizes how big the area we are in is
true.
right now.
Yeah, this is a 64,000 square foot facility, and it's basically like an internal maze. So
it is legit.
You have to go all kinds of places before you get to where you actually want to be.
I remember feeling lost when I first started. I'm like, I'm never.
Everybody feels lost when they come in. As soon as you come in, it's designed that way.
Yeah.
The place was actually engineered by the engineers back then to make it so when you come into the bunker, you're disoriented.
Yeah.
And you don't know where you're going when you're coming in here. So you actually don't know what the layout of the place is.
I actually remember feeling like that in my high school. You'd come out of like the little nodes out of the classroom, and I would sometimes forget like what corner of the school I was on, because they all looked the same. So same as in here, like every corner and every hallway, everything looks the same. So yeah, and you just get disoriented. All right.
So because we have an influx of new viewers, we posted a TikTok earlier this morning asking people if they had any questions about the bunker or about you two. So I have a list of questions here that came in on TikTok. We'll also keep an eye on the YouTube chat if you guys have questions in there. But we did this the other week, but now we're recording it in podcast form, and we have a bunch of new viewers, so I thought it'd be nice to do it again. Do you have the TikTok chat open there, Kelly?
Yeah.
So you can keep an eye on that too, but I'll just start with the actual TikTok questions. So the top one was from That's On Period. Where do you even find one to buy? This seems so sick. So that's a question I know you get a lot, John.
Where do you find a bunker to buy? The bunker's so cool.
Where do you buy bunkers? Go to
Sales.
Go to buybunker.com.
Buy a bunker someday.
No. So typically bunkers, so there's different kinds of bunkers out there. You can get a commercial grade bunker from companies that make them.
Yeah.
There are companies out there that actually make bunkers. They design them and they sell them to rich people. That's one way. Okay. If you got lots of money, that's probably the most convenient and easiest way to do it. Back in the day, actually, I think we saw a video not too long ago that we shared of Walt Disney in his bunker that he had created back in his day. So rich people can certainly just go to a company that specializes in bunkers to build a bunker. Okay, you can do that.
I think your cheapest way to build a bunker would be to, or buy a bunker, I guess, because you're going to have to buy that stuff. But you know, like the crates that are on trains? Like the big storage crates?
Shipping containers.
Shipping containers,
Are popular, yes.
Dig a hole and put one of those in it. got yourself a bunker.
Pretty much. But then as soon as you close it, you have no air and you die. So
Well, you'd have
there's
to
that.
like, do all the.
No, well, so yeah, and there's also there's a very famous article of a guy in Ontario, I think it is. He's somewhere in Ontario, I think. Or maybe it's in the US. Some reason I feel like he's in Ontario. He took a whole series of old school buses, right? Because you can buy school buses
Yeah. I used to
super
have a
cheap.
bus. Well, my parents did.
Yeah, the old school buses, when they go to sell them, they sell them super cheap. Like they're ridiculously cheap.
That's what I moved
Because
home in.
nobody wants them, so they end up going away for like a few $100 kind of thing. Like they're ridiculous. And so he took he dug a whole bunch of ditches, and he buried all these school buses, and then turned them into like living quarters and different areas. And it's this huge thing, and it's called the Ark, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
I need to Google that.
Yeah, so it's called this bunker complex is called the Ark. It's considered the largest one in North America, maybe, privately owned, maybe. But it's just a whole bunch of school buses that have been connected together underground.
That is so cool.
Yeah, crazy. And
You can turn a school bus into like a camper because my parents did that, and that's what we moved here from Ontario in. My dad
really?
drove the bus. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like a camper. It had 2 bunk beds and then another bed and then a double bed in the back. It had a little kitchen and everything.
in like a full-size school bus.
And a full-size school bus.
Yeah, I could see that
We used to
happening.
play in it like it was our thing when we were kids. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Except for it was above ground, but we should have buried it. Now that you're saying this.
Oh, there it is.
What's this?
Ark 2 shelter. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Images.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
That's it. That's it right there. Yeah. Check it
Wow.
out.
So that's all of it.
And the
before he
owner,
buried it
the
back
owner
in.
is right there. You can see the guy. He built an entrance similar to ours. If you look at that image that's right in the center, that older fellow that's going into those doors,
Yeah.
I believe that's him that built this, and he spent years building it, years spent getting this done.
So is that pile of dirt? Is that what he's going to push over
Yeah.
the buses there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had to dig
You
the hole
think they'd
and
collapse,
push it over.
wouldn't they? The
Well,
roofs?
because of the arch of the way that the roof goes.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you want to also, like, the archway is good in itself. Like, it's a really good structure.
Yeah.
But then you also have, like, all the siding. You know, the school buses are designed to, like, flip over and everything and stay structurally sound. So I can imagine that as long as they have a certain amount of pressure,
And where you
they should
have
be okay.
so many, so it kind of, if you have one pile of bunch of dirt, it might collapse. But if you have a bunch, it.
Yeah, it evens it out. So
Holy crap, look
there's a
at
certain
that.
amount of pressure
Oh my gosh,
in
it's a
there.
video.
Ooh,
I'm so
video.
excited.
Here we
This is
go.
a podcast, so I don't want to go too far down this road.
Okay, sorry guys. But let's see what this guy has to say about his. There he is. You see? It looks like he actually reinforced the roofing.
I see. I'll show you that later.
I can Google this later too, you
And,
know. Wow, this is so cool.
okay. And here's another.
I've watched this video before, and the comments are very funny. Because they're,
The comments are funny.
yeah, I don't think this is the video I watched. Maybe this one.
This looks a lot like our entrance, actually. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like it's got like the 2 walls coming out the side,
Coming out the side,
and then
yeah.
and then the entryway, sort of thing. But
42 buses.
Yeah.
R2 was not built for the reasons that most people think in the society afterwards.
Wow, that's crazy.
Last night I went to seal the shelter.
Look at him.
The stated reasons of powers that be for wanting the shelters
It looks
to
like our
seal
washroom
has always
almost.
been public safety.
Only much smaller.
To offer protection in extreme circumstances.
The video on this that I watched, it was a bit longer, and as you get further down, it gets a little weird.
Does it?
Yeah, there's some.
Like, what
I
kind of
can't
weird?
remember the specifics, and I don't want to misquote anyone, but there's some weird stuff in the.
Like, what do you mean by weird though?
Like just rules he had for different people, and just
Okay.
methods he had for building it, and it's weird.
So
Maybe
he's
we'll watch
obviously
it
an
on
odd
it.
man if he's built that anyways. I feel like.
Well, I mean, he wants to be prepared. So
Yeah, be
who doesn't?
prepared.
I mean, that's why everybody talks. Like every time everybody hears about the bunker, they're just like, "I wish I had one."
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because everybody wants to be prepared. They want to know that they're going to be safe because what we live in is crazy.
Yeah. True.
Simple as that. Yeah.
There's no other explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
Questions are pouring in.
The Trap God 6 said, "Wasn't Mr. Beast there?"
Oh, Mr. Beast wishes he was here.
Right?
Yeah, he went into another bunker.
That's a common question that we
Yeah,
do
it's
get
a common
asked.
question because Mystery Beast did go into a bunker as one of his videos. Yeah, so there it is. Our doors are way cooler than that, though. And oh my gosh, that's a modern bunker.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the one he went is like a luxury bunker that they completely redid and then sold it as units.
Okay,
So I'll see if I can find it.
and they're
That's
growing.
gonna be us.
Are they growing weed in there? Like that looks
Vegetables.
So
Vegetables,
this is
okay.
actually really cool in this part of the video. So they have fish plants, the fish poop, and they use the fish poop to fertilize the plants.
It's
And-
called aquaponics.
Yeah, and then
I
they
love it.
feed the plants to the fish
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
fish
Yeah.
poop, and it's kind of like this.
This is exactly. I was so into this like a few years ago, back in like I can't remember. It was like 2012, 2013. I was so into aquaponics. I thought it was so brilliant. The idea that you don't have to use fertilizers, you're simply using fish,
Right.
and you grow the fish, and then you take the poop and you feed that to the plants,
Yeah.
and then the plants grow from that,
And
and
you
it's
feed the
totally
fish to the
natural.
plants.
That is truly organic, right?
100%.
So I was
Probably the
so
best
into
food
that.
ever. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, so this is there. This is kind of like what they
Look at that
transformed.
window. They put windows up, fake windows up.
Yeah, they're like
Fake windows.
computers.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
They're like computer screens that
Yeah.
are hooked up to cameras outside.
Holy crap.
We could do that. We could totally
We
do
watched the highway cams.
that. Yeah, we watch highway cams from here. Yeah.
I think they, in the video, I haven't watched it in a while, but in the video he says like they sell these for like $3.2 million. Like these little shelters.
Those are really little. Holy smokes.
Yeah, so that's the condo. Each floor I think is a condo, and I think there's 12 or 13 floors in this
That's
bunker.
better than your Sims model,
And can you
Kelly.
only access
Even though yours was really luxury.
like like so you said there's like 12 condos, so they're all on top of each other, but like does the person in the 12th condo have to go through the first person and all the way through?
There's like an elevator that
Okay.
Yeah, I
you
remember
need
the
to put a
elevator.
code into or something. This-
So yeah, Mr. Beast went into this luxury bunker, but this is not a luxury bunker, so all of you know. This is actually a Cold War nuclear bunker that was designed back in the Cold War by the government. So this government bunker was meant for utility, basically, so that the government can continue to operate in the event that it got nuked. So this, however, is really for, civilians who feel like they
There's
want to
gonna-
have something that, honestly,
to.
I'll be honest about these types of places. They're really just for conversation.
They are.
Okay, like
They're
the
beautiful.
the people who buy them, they buy them so they can say, yeah, so do you have one of these types of bunkers like I do? And this is what they do with their money. Okay, it's at the end of the day, they may be functional to some degree, but when you're living in those kind of conditions, under the kind of conditions where you need something like that, all of that is not going to matter.
Right.
You're going to want your water, your food, your air, and that's
Fresh air.
what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
This bunker was designed for those things,
Yeah.
right? We've got air systems that are designed to be able to
Huge tanks of water.
be able to handle fallout. We have well water that's designed so that we have all the cooling water and all the drinking water we need. We've got everything we need to be able to survive, aside from the food.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're
We're working on that. We're working on it. But aside from that, these types of places are really for show, so people can brag about saying, "Yeah, I got one."
Yeah.
Sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mr. Beast can come here if he wants.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, if you're watching, you can come here.
If you're listening, you can
and you
come
can see a real bunker. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it may not be all luxurious like the one you were looking at, but yeah, you can
It's
get down,
original.
You may
get
have to
down
wait
and dirty
till-
into the Cold War here.
we might have to wait till next year to get him in the country, but after
Oh yeah,
that,
yeah.
Pandemic.
Unless we send our friend over to get him or something, maybe he'll get him across the
Our
border.
friend.
I believe
Yeah.
they're from North Carolina, so
Yeah.
not it's accessible. The next question we kind of answered was, did you get the cannonball safe open?
We did answer that. and
Not
no.
open yet. Trust me, when we do get it open,
You're
you
gonna
will know.
know.
You will know when it's open because it's going to be the biggest news, I think, of the year.
It will.
Okay, like it'll be crazy.
Yeah.
What happens when we find out what's in there?
Let's smash it open.
No. You got to do this proper. You got to
What?
get the combination. Yeah. No smashing.
I can't pronounce this name. ETH04 says, what does that control panel do? So the control panel in the video was the one down the hall, John.
Our control panel. That control panel is a pneumatic control panel. It still controls 90% of the bunker. There's 4 different panels on it. Go.
Okay, so the first panel gives you your radiological readout and air quality, so
Fire.
CO2, fire, and also radiation levels. All of that's in the first panel. The next panel goes over to the electricity. So whether we're running on backup generators or whether we're running on main power, it'll give us the readouts for all the electrical in the building. The next one goes over to the water. Because we're connected to 3 wells, which are across the base, we actually don't have all 3 working now, but that's where it controls our water, which goes into our main filling tank and all these other systems. That's in the next panel. And then the 4th panel is actually our air handling systems. So it gives us readouts on the temperature and the humidity all throughout the bunker and all the various different air handling systems that control different areas. So with all those panels together, it's the master control panel for the entire bunker. And it's the only one in existence that's left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the one in Carp is gone. It was torn out when the place got decommissioned. And all the other bunkers across the country are now gone. So we're the only one that's actually functioning and operational now.
Off our control panel,
Yeah,
which is so cool.
yeah. Piece of history, still alive here.
How many rooms and bathrooms does it have?
Rooms, I think there's 145-ish, and 120. Why do I always think 145? Oh, it used to be 145.
49
Sleeping rooms. Yeah, that's probably why. So 120, and bathrooms, I guess there's 4, soon to be 6, but 1 is grande. Extra, extra large. Probably it has, what does it have? 10 stalls, 12 sinks, 6 urinals, 12 showers. I think that's enough. Which is huge. Like, to fit all of that in a bathroom, you guys can imagine how, in your bathroom, you have 1 sink and 1 toilet.
Oh no, there's 24 sinks.
Oh yeah, because there's 12 on each side.
Yeah, there's 24.
Why would you need 24 sinks but only 10 stalls?
I know.
I guess they had a pandemic back in the day and everyone needed to wash their hands. In case.
Maybe the military is just really particular about good
Hand
hygiene.
washing. So that was the men's washroom. The female washroom has 2 stalls, 3 sinks, and 2 showers. And then we have 2 bathrooms downstairs, which each have, I think, actually I don't know if I've ever been in the boys' bathroom downstairs. How many stalls is in that?
3 stalls, 2 urinals.
3 stalls, 2 urinals,
Yeah.
3 sinks?
I think there's like 4.
4 sinks. There's always
Yeah.
seems to be more sinks than bathrooms.
Yeah.
Weird. And in the girls' bathroom, it's 2 and 2. And then we're actually building 2 other bathrooms right now, and they are, what are they called again? Universal bathrooms. So for everybody.
Yeah. No matter who you are, you can go into these bathrooms.
Right.
They're also accessible, I believe.
Yes,
And
that's universal. too,
That's
right?
universal. So whether you're,
No matter who you are, you can go in them.
doesn't matter what your capabilities are or your plumbing, you can go in. It's good.
He's like plumbing.
John, I see you answered this in the chat, but I thought it was a good question. What if you open the safe and there's nothing in it?
We're crying.
Then it will go down in history as the Great Disappointment 2. For those of you watching, I wonder if you actually know what point in history was considered the Great Disappointment. Do you know?
I have no clue. That was another subject I wasn't good at, history.
So this actually goes back to a period, and this is actually religious though, so you may not want to talk about it. But the time in history goes back
Quickly.
to the 1800s, roughly around 1844. There was a great expectation of Christ returning.
Okay.
Yeah, there was huge. It was all over the world. There was everybody expecting the
And
return
that's
of
why it
Christ.
was a disappointment.
And then when it didn't happen the way everyone expected it to happen, it was labeled in history as the Great Disappointment because everyone was disappointed, I guess.
I think my parents would argue that the Great Disappointment happened in the early 90s.
And what would that be?
Hair views. Yeah.
This is another good question from TikTok that I don't think we've ever gotten before. Any vehicle storage in the bunker?
There's a transportation room.
We did have a transportation room.
It's still down there, labeled transportation room.
So the node took the place of the old transportation room, though.
Right.
Yeah, so they moved. Over the years, the bunker's gone through a number of renovations as the military and the government needed to change how they were using it. So what used to be transportation, which was a pretty big section, is now the Samson node, right? And then they moved it over to another section. It's not as, I don't think it's as big as, no, it's not as
pretty big.
It's pretty big though, yeah. There is a transportation section inside the bunker, though getting a vehicle in here is a little difficult, I'd say.
Yeah.
But then there's the tunnels, which we don't talk about.
Right.
There's
Next
also an
question.
airport next door, so
We also have an airport literally down the road from us. So you can fly in here and then duck into the bunker, and that's what it was there
Go
for.
through the tunnels, crawl in, yep.
Yeah, and then there's the we don't talk about it.
Next question.
Let's move on.
I like this question. Do you actually own it? Like, are you 100% the rightful owner of this property?
100%.
No other answer to that other than
I think that was.
I do not need.
he owns the bunker
any-
next door too.
there
Oh,
was-
in that lot over there.
I require no permission from any government agency whatsoever to do whatever I want with this place. I have complete freehold of this place.
I think that question probably is more directed at the people that make the TikToks, who are all like we always refer to as our bunker.
Right.
So
Yeah.
'Cause it is our bunker.
Well, okay, you know me. Like, I mean, like when it comes to how we are as a team, I am very much like it's not all like I'm not the kind of person that's like it was all me, you
No.
know, kind of thing, right?
No.
Whenever I talk about what's going on here, I always say we.
Always.
Because it is a team effort for everything that happens here, and I acknowledge all the work and everything that people put into this place. So people here who work here really feel like it's their bunker, and frankly, in my mind, it is. And so, you know, who technically owns the piece of paper that really has the ownership and everything else? It's me, but you'll always see me. You'll see me always referring to us as we, and it's referring to the team that does everything here.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So when they say our bunker or my bunker or whatever they say on the TikToks,
I consider it true.
yep,
Yeah, I can consider it true. So don't give them a hard time anymore.
yep.
You're giving them a hard time. You're giving me a hard time. So give me a hard time.
You're funny.
you guys were talking about this before the stream, I think, but it's a good question. What's your favorite room in the bunker?
Oh yeah, we were talking about this. We didn't answer though.
We didn't answer. That was a
We
hard question.
made Bailey answer.
Yeah, we made Bailey give us an answer. But as far as of all the rooms, I guess what's your favorite about it? I mean, like truthfully, I mean, like Bailey said, it's the black box
Which
because
is where she.
that's where we have laser
Laser
tag,
tag.
right? And I guess that's because there's a lot of fun there. Like you're playing the games and all this kind of stuff. It's just good memories. So I can understand how that's something that would be a favorite.
I think I know mine.
Oh, here we go. Go.
Mine would be the node.
The node.
Yeah, because it's cool to get in.
Okay.
No matter which way you go in, it's cool, and it's really warm in there. And I love warmth.
Okay, it's true. It is warm in there.
Yeah.
Because of all the computing that's going on.
Even though I'm
and-
not technically allowed to ever be in there, and that's probably another reason I love it. Because, well, you can sometimes, but not very often.
Yes, it is. It is out of bounds. It's top. It's a very closed area of the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I have to think about what the favorite is per se,
That's a tough one. Favorite room.
I think of all the cool. I'm on a cool.
Esports rooms are cool now.
The esports rooms are sweet. They are
deco.
sweet. Yeah. The esports rooms are so awesome, and we haven't been able to use them. Drives us crazy. But I think that, man, I'm going to say that my favorite room is the engine room.
The engine room.
Because there's so much
There
cool
is
stuff going on
so
there.
much cool stuff
I'm
in there.
not a mechanic guy.
Yeah.
But there's just so much cool stuff in there. It's hard to not go in there and go, wow.
And it's pretty cool that there's 3 generators down there that if there was a nuclear attack, that it would have been able to power the entire community of DeBert.
Yeah, that's what they're designed for.
There's and that's just one thing those are 3 things because there's 3 big ones, but that's just one thing that's down there. So yeah, I can see that being one of your favorites.
Yeah. So we got the node, the engine room, and the black box in the bunker. Next question.
Data says OLC is totally my favorite room here at the bunker.
OLC is interesting. Do you know what OLC stands for?
I don't.
You forgot? I told you what it is.
I know. I told you it's been a rough week.
Okay, so besides the node, there was another room which was adjacent to the node, which was actually considered more secure,
yeah.
than the node itself.
Yeah.
It
I
was
can see
actually,
that.
the people who went there, they worked behind what was referred to actually as the black curtain, okay? And it was called the black curtain because almost nobody was allowed in there. And the reason why no one was allowed in there was because OLC stands for online crypto.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where all the
Right.
cryptography took place for the
Yes.
communications that happened in this place.
Online
and so
crypto.
online crypto was a place where nobody could go. It was more secure.
Did they call it OLC when the Army was here?
They called it OLC, yeah.
They called it online crypto.
Online crypto.
Really?
Yep.
And that was like 1960.
Well, it didn't get, so that particular room for online crypto was used in the 80s when the node got installed.
Okay.
Online crypto in the 60s.
That's pretty cool sounding for like an 80s name, though.
Yeah, but online crypto in the 60s was in another room that was just further down from there. And I don't know if you remember, there was like a whole toolkit on the wall that was designed so that if something happened to the bunker getting attacked and infiltrated and the enemies were coming in, then they could take these tools off the wall and destroy the thing before they could get their
Bailey.
hands on it.
Bailey, that's probably remember that creepy room that has the chair in the corner and it has like that tool?
That's the one. It's the one with the tools on the wall.
Except for I don't think there's any tools there
There's no
anymore,
tools, but
there's, like,
you can see
dust
that
marks
there's
or
the
something.
outline of
Yeah.
where the tools were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is where the old OLC per se, it wasn't really online crypto, it was just crypto back then
That's one of
because
the creepiest little
it's
rooms
back in the
here.
60s. But yeah, so that's where they would have kept it, and then they would have, if the place got infiltrated, the only recourse they had to make sure that they wouldn't get the information was to destroy it.
Holy crap.
So they would just go to town.
I wonder. It looks like a little dentist office the way they have.
It's
their-
scary.
Yeah,
it's scary.
freaky.
That is a creepy room. I agree.
Okay, those are our favorite rooms at the bunker.
I'll add the map room is pretty cool because if you come to a tour and you're local, you can point at your house.
Yes, the map room is cool.
Bruce Smith said, any plans for the other bunker?
Ooh, those are top secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't got
are-
100,000 likes on TikTok yet, so we're not
Oh
allowed
yeah,
over
we
there.
did say you got to get 100,000 on TikTok.
On
Yeah.
TikTok.
I even reposted it, and it didn't get
I seen that you
100,000 the
reposted
second
it.
time.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Guess you guys don't actually want to see the other bunker. I was in it yesterday.
You were?
Yep.
What, oh yeah, because we're not supposed to talk
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
no.
So we had some visitors yesterday. We can't talk about it. Let's just say that there was a lot of interesting, highly advanced aircraft flying over this facility for some time, and some people running around that seemed to be able to talk to this aircraft.
All right.
No names will be revealed.
Nothing. Classified.
Don't hurt me. Okay, next.
Next. We love you too, demons.
Demons. It's demos.
Oh.
She loves demons. She said it on camera. Who am I working with here? Unreal.
Sorry, demos.
How long could you live in there?
3 months.
So
If you had all the food.
3 to 6 months. So
Depends how many people were in here. If it was at full capacity, then it would probably be closer to the 3.
right.
But if it was honestly just 5 people in here, you could probably live in here for a couple of years.
You could probably, a number of years easily.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was a movie shot here called Bunker 6.
Yes, there was.
And the premise of that movie was that the Cold War went the other way and bombs dropped and people had to run in to get here. And it was really good the way they did it because it is very likely how it would have gone down for people. Like he got the phone call from the red phone and he was like, get in there now. And so and they're running, and as they get into the bunker, they literally see the bombs dropping in the
and
distance.
there's like bloodiness and
Yeah, and so then there's explosions.
like they only just got in there.
They just got in there, and then the whole movie, like the movie fast tracks, 10 years later, they're still here, and they're still living in the bunker because all the radiation meters are showing it's still red light, you still can't go out, it's still too dangerous. And so they're stuck there for 10 years, and the place is falling apart after 10 years, of course.
Yeah.
And so they're like, what do you do? Do you just stay there, or do you try to go out?
We're not going to tell you. You're going to have to watch it to find out.
That's Bunker 6. We actually have them. Do we have copies
Yeah,
still?
we have a few.
We have some copies left. We should put those back up on sale for everyone online. You used to
Do you
come.
think you'd want to watch the movie Bunker 6? Would you buy it?
Yeah,
If you
'cause-
do, maybe we'll put
I
it.
haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet?
When was I supposed to watch it? I don't have a DVD player at home.
True. They're only available in DVD. Like
Right.
this is some OG stuff here.
We can put it up on the projector.
Yeah, we could play it on the projector. I
Yeah,
guess.
maybe we'll do a live and play it. No, we want you to buy it.
No, we want
I
you.
don't think we have the rights.
So it was only people who came to the
do.
bunker were able to actually buy the video because distribution was very limited. It was a very limited
Very low
budget video.
Yeah.
Or video movie.
Movie.
And so we can get copies from the makers of the movie, and they'd be happy to give us more. And I think we should put it online so people can get copies too. I think that'd be nice.
That'd be cool if we could share that.
Yeah.
And everybody could watch it.
Yeah.
For
And
a
you can
low
talk-
budget film, and
It
like
was pretty decent.
it's not bad. It's
No.
a pretty movie.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about that is that that movie was shot before all the renovations were done here.
Yeah.
So it's all so you actually see the original bunker in the way that it was before we did our updates. So you'll get to see things like how the flooring was, how the lighting was, how the colors were, and everything else. And it's nice. They did a good job like cleaning it up and so forth, but it's fun to watch because they change up a little bit about where the bunker
Yeah,
things
it's
are located.
weird to watch if you know exactly how the bunker is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
inside.
Yeah, they did a really good job. It's a good movie too. Like
Yeah.
you watch it, and it's just like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
you didn't expect it to be that good,
Yeah.
but it's good. So,
Cliffhanger.
anyways,
No, not a cliffhanger.
what was the question again? I can't even remember. Oh, how long you survived? So that was a movie that was out 10 years. Truth is, and all our viewers should understand this: when there's a world-ending event, statistically speaking, scientists understand this. It is scientific that that a world-ending event will dissipate after 90 days. So most people think because they watch things like The Walking Dead,
That's
That's
coming
gonna-
out with a new season.
that's gonna go for 14 seasons of like non-stop walkers that are gonna just eat the earth, right? But it'll take 90 days actually. You can't keep a TV series on that though. So the truth is though that when bombs drop and when there's fallout and when there's some kind of chemical fallout or there's a biological fallout, in those kinds of scenarios, it takes roughly about 90 days for things to calm to a point where you can actually be able to exit and do things like get supplies or be able to communicate with others and things like that. So that's why this bunker was designed at full capacity to be able to last as much as 3 months. But with less capacity, it could go on for a much, much longer time.
True story.
So I think I've talked enough and answered that question quite thoroughly.
You did.
I lost the question. I think it was Sarah Hudson was the username. Gosh, I can't find it now. It was why is there areas of the bunker that you can't show the public?
Classified.
Classified.
I didn't have another question prepared. Hold on.
I was gonna try to like move this seat.
Is it spooky in the bunker? / what's the scariest room in the bunker?
Yes, it's spooky. I'd say more so when you're alone in here than if you're with somebody or if somebody else is here. And the scariest room.
What? You have one section of the bunker that you say gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, the women's quarters.
The women's quarters is the scariest room. I agree. No. So yeah, because
I
tell
agree.
the story.
I get it now. Because it's a women's quarters. Okay, so I don't know. Just whenever I'm walking by the doorway there, I always see something out of my peripheral vision.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you, but I actually had an experience recently.
Did you?
Yeah, I was here. I think over last weekend.
Yeah.
I came down here. I was
hear it.
just
I don't wanna
wanting to
hear
get
it.
some.
I don't
I was
wanna
wanting to
hear
get some work done, and because of the situation, like we're still finishing the washrooms.
Yeah.
we keep having to use the lower washrooms, right?
Yes.
So while I was here, nobody here, we know that because nobody's here on the weekend. I'm sitting there and I'm using the washroom. So, sorry to gross you out. Hey, welcome, goalie guy. We got a new subscriber. Go to our YouTube and subscribe. So I'm using the washroom and I hear this sound. And what got my attention about it was that I couldn't figure out what it was. It sounded like someone or something in the wall was scratching at the wall randomly.
No.
I'm not kidding. And I was like, what was that? Because because I know about all the different sounds in this bunker, right? Like I've been here for so long and I understand sometimes a motor goes on in the distance and this and that. But in the washroom, I'm listening and I hear this and the sound of it is so random too. It's like a and I'm just like, where's that coming? And I'm just like, where's that coming from? And then just as I start to, you know how you just start to tune in and then suddenly it disappears? Mm-hmm. That's what happened. So I'm just like really listening and then it stops. and then
Start again.
No, it did. So then I went to use the washroom another time and I'm sitting there and I'm at the sink and I'm just about to finish and I'm just like, there's total silence and I hear like this scratching noise. And I'm just like, I'm listening so carefully, like, where is that coming from? You know, it sounded like, I can only describe it. The only way I can describe it is like something in the wall was scratching at the wall.
No.
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Yeah, and that was in the men's washroom in the lower level.
So what's right beside that? The premier's quarters, which is one of the creepiest parts of the bunker we forgot about because that is a maze in there.
Because nobody goes in there. Yeah, nobody wants to go in there.
No.
Yeah.
I've only been in there like a few times when we did like the demon bunker. That was freaky.
Yeah.
The lights in the bathroom downstairs, the men's bathroom downstairs, if you flick them off and look back, they pulse. Like they'll be off for like 1.5 seconds and then one of them flashes for a sec. It's kind of creepy if you're not expecting it.
What are you doing? Why do you look at me like?
We gotta get that plugged in.
Oh. I don't have a cord. We're gonna need a iPhone charger.
Bailey.
Thanks, girl. Yeah, so I guess the boys' bathroom. So what's with because the women's quarters, the girls' bathroom's there. And now you're talking about the boys' bathroom
Yeah.
downstairs.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about that. Is that in the same area?
Like top and bottom.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
I think they are.
What?
No. Wait.
What are we talking about?
Like
the
where
men's,
the boys' bathroom is downstairs,
Yeah.
like directly up top from that. Is that the women's quarters? It might be.
I think it is.
I have freaking goosebumps. Okay, stop.
I think it's like,
No.
I think it's where we have our breathing rooms for the escape rooms.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's
right
where it's.
around there. Yeah.
That's where
Look
she
at
sees
this.
that's
Look
where
at
she sees the
this.
shadows. Oh, she is really getting goosebumps.
Like you can zoom into this, like
Yeah.
oh my shit. Excuse my language.
Apple
This is a
Podcast's
family
not going to
show.
be happy about that.
What?
Nothing, I'm just joking.
Sorry.
So yeah, I don't know about that scratching now.
Okay.
Now I gotta pay attention. I gotta figure that out.
I'm going to look at the blueprints as soon as we're done this, and if that's the case,
Well, now we know it's scratching to get out, whatever it is.
So, John, I have your favorite question.
Okay.
Do you know what it's going to be?
Oh boy, probably gonna be something like, how much did the bunker cost, or something like that.
yeah.
So, I don't know what his. I don't want to say his username, but yeah, how much did it cost? Is the
Really?
question.
Is that the
verbatim.
question?
Yeah, verbatim.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the bunker, we figured this out not too long ago. The bunker cost $43.7 million. That's how much it costs.
Expensive.
That's the official answer.
Official.
Sorry. When you answer them quick, it's tough.
Sometimes you go in depth, and then sometimes you're like, bang.
Classified. Kelsey, we wish you lived in Canada too. If things ever go good again, come visit us.
Alden asked, can we get a full tour? You can come and get a tour.
Yeah. So we've got, we were just recently talking about the possibility of opening to the public. We're waiting for this pandemic madness to end so that we can open again and be able to operate again.
Yes.
But right now there's some talk about possibly having limited experiences here, where some people maybe be able to have their birthday party here and follow all kinds of rules. We're debating that, but no immediate plans. I believe we're not going to be able to open until next spring at the earliest. That's the truth. I think.
If it's any time before that, then great.
Great. Yeah, it'll be a monumental effort, I think, given that we're already getting into this second wave stuff.
Maybe we can start a TikTok. Like, there's 140 whatever rooms, and you don't cover them all on a tour here. So maybe we can start a TikTok, kind of showing off one room at a time.
Well, we tried to do that too, but they weren't interested in that either.
Some rooms are classified, though. We don't let.
Yeah,
them
we can show the not cool ones.
Yeah.
Here's Corey's office.
Here's Corey's office.
Demos asks, how do you guys get signaled down there, or do you?
We don't.
So you can't get a cell signal down here as soon
Except
as.
for in here.
Well, the reason for that is because we actually set up a repeater.
Yeah.
When you come to the bunker, you're actually entering into a giant Faraday cage, and so it cuts off all kinds of signals. It cuts off the outside world.
Yeah.
But it protects you from the outside world too, so that's why it's that way.
Bonus.
But when you come into the bunker, basically everyone's cell phone dies as soon as they walk in. But what we did is we set up a repeater tower on the top side exit, and we fed it down into this area we're in now, which is the cafeteria, which is now the part cafeteria. So when people come in here, they can use their cell phone, and it stretches just into the adjacent hall, and that's about it. That's about as far as you can go to be able to get a signal in here. The rest of the bunker, you don't get it, so you want to use, if you got a newer smartphone, you can use
So I have a
Wi-Fi
question.
features.
I remember buying like a repeater for my house before. So if I bought one of those and plugged it in my office, would I have service in there?
As long as the repeater's going outside.
What? Never mind. That's new. Okay, next.
I lost the question again. Oh,
DeBert is really the center of the universe, says Bruce. Pretty much. Actually, isn't it? Maybe I heard that before.
was there any old weaponry?
Stuyak's halfway to the equator. What was it?
Divert's the center of the universe. Stuyak's halfway to the equator.
Yeah.
Those are the two things to know.
Stuyak is.
No, that's true. Stuyak is.
It is.
Fun fact.
Legit.
Yeah.
We have Mastodon too.
Oh, I had it. Oh, was there any old weaponry in the bunker when you took hold of it?
That's a good one.
Weaponry?
Maybe I should find another question really quick because that might be a classified answer.
Depends if you consider a top secret document a weapon.
It could be.
It could be. But
Do you want to tell that
nothing-
story, John, or is that a story for a different day?
No, that's not a story.
Well,
We can't explain that.
it's hard to explain that we were like opening a wall and found documents in it. I guess I just explained it.
Yeah.
Story done.
But we can't talk about the documents.
And we won't talk about the documents.
Well, we can't.
We
right?
can't. We
They're
shouldn't.
classified.
They're
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble.
yeah. So,
Let's not
but the
that
truth is
guy.
that I didn't find any weapons per se, like guns or whatever.
Knives. Did you find any machetes?
Machetes, no. They didn't keep, as far as we know, we didn't really keep weapons here, right? There's lots of like dummy bombs all over DeBert because they used to do
Yeah.
their aerial exercises before in World War II. So you'll find dummy bombs everywhere around this place, but yeah. I wonder if they actually practice on dropping on the bunker. I bet you they did.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. But they cleaned it all up. So.
Yeah.
Last question, I think. Was there any good questions coming in on TikTok there? Or is it
no,
just numbers?
Codes. Just numbers.
And for the record, the codes aren't 4 digits. It's 3
I
2-digit
know.
numbers.
3.
The last question was, what do you think realistically is in the safe?
Realistically? What do you think?
I'd like to say like some classified documents.
Classified documents. Considering it was,
My mouth is swollen.
back then, it was basically where all security was kept, right? The security for the bunker began and ended in that vault. And then within that vault is where they kept access to all the rooms in the bunker as well as the information. So that cannonball safe was what the administrator that worked in that room used all the time to be able to access particular information. Given the nature of how this place worked and what I know about this place,
Yep.
I have to agree with you. There's
I'd like to think there'd be gold or silver bars. Like that's what I like to think. But realistically, I think it'd be more.
I think it's going to be potentially something like codes.
Yeah.
Codes
launch
to
codes.
codes to access certain information that has been kept from the Canadian public. Yes,
That would be cool.
yes, and we can get to it.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
The button that lowers the doors to the other floors of the bunker.
Yeah, we'll finally be able to find the other tunnels.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's all the questions I have, if there's none left on TikTok.
Noble says, actually, what would you do if a UFO landed outside the bunker? Would you return it to the alien? Oh, I think that's like a joke question.
You just figured that out? I kind of stopped when he said alien. Okay, so anyways, actually, well, if an alien landed, I would greet him.
We might return John. Here, John, you go with the alien. We'll take care of things down here for you.
Yeah, I will welcome
If an
him.
alien came to Earth and wanted to take you away up to space, would you go with them?
100%, I would.
Would you?
Would you? If you had an opportunity to go away with an alien that invited you to go with him, would you go with
May
him?
or may not bring you back.
Yeah. Don't know if he'll come back.
You would.
Would you go? I would 100% go.
In a second.
Yeah.
But you have a wife and kids.
Life is a journey.
No regrets.
I have a certain confidence that I would probably come back.
You would come back.
Yeah, I have a certain confidence in that.
If it was guaranteed that I'd come back, I definitely would go.
Yeah.
But if it's not guaranteed, I don't know.
Oh, there's people who will go and people who won't go
See,
in the
my
chat.
chat's not coming up. Half
Yeah.
the people.
Refresh it. It'll be
That's
good.
what I did.
Yeah. So there's people who go and people who won't go in the chat. I understand your trepidation about going away with an alien. It's understandable. I guess it depends on just like how.
Where you are in your life, too,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like right now, I probably wouldn't.
No.
Well, I don't know. If I could bring my kids, I would. We're all going together. We're going out
Time
together.
for a
folks.
family trip to another galaxy.
Crap. Okay, so I think that's our podcast for today.
Is it? Have we already done it?
1 hour.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we are up to an hour now.
Yeah.
So that's it for Friday.
Do we say the whole like and subscribe thing on podcasts?
Sure.
Okay.
They the podcast is either available or will be available later this afternoon on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and enterthebunker.podbean.com, or just go to enterthebunker.com. We'll put it up there too. But it should be available everywhere you get podcasts this afternoon.
Okay. Do that then. Go listen on there later if you want. Ring the bell on YouTube if you're watching there, so you get all the notifications. Like the video, of course. Why not like the video? If you like the video, you should like the video, right?
Like the video, guys. Yeah.
If you actually like the video,
Yeah.
like the video. Don't dislike it, though, if you don't like it. Just leave it. And, yeah, subscribe.
100%.
That's it for today, folks.
Okay, so we'll be broadcasting again on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Monday.
and Tuesday.
Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and Friday. Monday is Spooky Games Day, so be ready for
Spooky
that.
Games Day! I'm so excited! It's October!
Oh my gosh, yeah, this month is going to be crazy, especially with what's happening down here in the washroom area. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday and Friday, we're streaming like crazy here. So you want to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a notification. Ring the bell, like the video, we are going to be coming back. We'll be doing all kinds of different things, including some prizes every once in a while.
Yeah.
And we'll be going into the safe and Tuesday. So once again, make sure you follow us on this channel so that you can enter the bunker.
No matter what channel you're on, follow us on all of them.
Yes.
Maisel.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Happy
and
Friday.
Happy Friday. Take care.